Hashtag my perfect wedding. What's all this about? This is about the president's recent directive that weddings and social gatherings can be up to 100 people. Take advantage of it, especially if you're broke. Take advantage of it, especially if you want to solemnize your wedding, but you come from the kind of culture or family where everybody has a say. Everyone wants to say who's coming, who's not coming, how many people are coming, and so on and so forth. You see, it sort of kind of bothers me that guys get into debt because of a wedding. And you get into debt because of a wedding to please people. Now, I do understand that the scorecard is not even for everybody. There are circumstances sometimes that, make it a little difficult for you to put your foot down. But if you can, as much as you can, control your budget, because a wedding is ours. No sooner has it started than it has ended. Now, the reason I was doing the hashtag my perfect wedding series is because I had this notion growing up that I would have a huge wedding, and closer to the time I wanted this theme. My theme was orange and teal, not turquoise green. It's called teal. My theme was teal, and I wanted those long tables because I wanted it to be like on the beach, not the location, but to be like the setting. Long tables, not restaurant or theater style. I wanted something different. I wanted people to see each other so that you have to talk to the person next to you. All that went out the window because, I have old relatives. Why am I making them sit on a bench? And it was also very costly. So we quickly realized that if we are not smart about how we go about our wedding, we're going to start the first year of our life together in debt. And we made the conscious decision to go to the Attorney General's office and then have a blessing ceremony. And I love that we both come from families that gave us a thumbs up and blessed our decision. It's the best decision we ever made, because we were very sure, or rather it's something that we had talked about before, that the day we jump the broom, we will not have a committee. I shouldn't burden my friends to entertain me. I shouldn't burden my relatives so that I can have a good time. If I can't afford it, I can't afford it. And besides, if they are your friends, if they are your true people, they will understand and they'll just want to be there to celebrate you. It has absolutely nothing to do with the food, the entertainment, the venue. It has everything to do with a life event and the fact that they are there for you and seeing you through a phase in life. So if you put this unnecessary pressure on yourself because you've watched one too many wedding shows, because you have a point to prove, then you're a little foolish. Allow me to say that in a very polite way. You're very foolish if you pay rent and you have raised 1,000,000 shillings for hours. It absolutely does not make sense to me. I mean, yes, you only live once. Yes, go big or go home. Do that. Enjoy life to the fullest. I'm all for, if you have it, flaunt it. But if you don't have it, why are you getting a loan from a SAC or from a bank to get married? It does not make any sense. It honestly doesn't. I got a lot of flack for not inviting people who thought it was automatic for them to be invited to the wedding. It was a very cold reception when I went back to work. It was a very cold reception when I posted it on social media. I got a couple of DMs and guys were like, I can't believe you didn't invite me. And I'm like, I can't believe you've not invested in my life beyond a conversation. I mean, the people you invite in your wedding are people who will bury you. These are people who will help you raise your children. These are people who will invest in you. It's a very personal thing. It has absolutely nothing to do with how we socialize. Absolutely nothing to do with how we break bread, but everything to do with my life and how I want to celebrate it. And it also has everything to do with the budget. There are lots of people I wanted to invite, a couple of people that I wish I remembered. Somebody like, let me give a massive shout out to my girl, Liza Nyango. Liza Nyango is an MC, karaoke hostess, amazing girl who's been there for me from the days of Hot 96. And it was actually her idea that I should do a civil wedding. And I feel so bad that towards the end, I was 4 months pregnant, nilichanganyikiwa. Imagine I forgot to invite Liz. That's the only person I feel bad. The rest, I'm like, we can still be friends, you know? Because those are the kind of friends who, umeza, lazima tushike mtoto, you know, is a scam. Hakuna mtoto ushikwa, by the way. Watu wakisema lazima nikuje nishike mtoto is a scam, is a pyramid scheme. Forget about that. So you've not done anything in my life beyond a meme, and you want me to invite you to my wedding, my small wedding, my budget wedding. So you at least allow my cousins to dance a bit and my aunties without me going behind the tent at the end of the wedding, nararua my envelopes. I want to pay service providers. No. We were very smart about how we went about it. We asked for help. I had a friend who sort of dabbles in decor, and she did the centerpieces for us and the card decor. It was just like ribbons. Very simple. We didn't do the whole flower thing. I had a friend who had a nice fancy car, and she was gracious enough to drive us and not charge us for fuel. Maybe you'll lobby in to tap into your resources before you go out and burden people with entertaining you. This is only for those who can't afford. Imagine if you can afford it. We have gone for weddings where it's 3-course meal. We had orange juice and champagne. Oh yes. Like Wendy William does. Oh yes. We had orange juice and mimosas. We had mimosas before our dinner. It was 3-course. Kidum performed, you know, the spiel. We had like giveaway bags. I've gone for those weddings. And then I've also gone for weddings where we ate mokimo and rice and stew. That's it. And those are the ones that are the most fun, by the way. So it really does not matter how your wedding is tailored. At the end of the day, is it blessed? Are you in love? Are you in sync? I feel those are the things that matter. But utuma tu doido za macho zako na hauna do, you're setting yourself up to fail. It's not a good foundation. And you know, the first year, I mean, this is my first year of marriage, and I've started Kasit Anchor because I need to talk. It's not easy. Let me tell you, when guys say yes, there's drama. The first year, you move from dream to drama phase. Boop. Now imagine on top of that, and you're in debt. Then you throw in that mixed kids. And then now there's COVID. So last year, had we gone and borrowed money for this wedding that we had in November, right now, we'd be at our wit's end. Because there's COVID, things are expensive, vitu zimekatwa, and here we are paying a debt for guys who, by the way, are still eating the githeri that they ate that night after your wedding. So be smart about it. Your perfect wedding is the one that God has ordained. Your perfect wedding is the one that works for you and your husband. Because when all the relatives are gone, when all the chama people have gone, all the naysayers, all the work people have gone, it is just the two of you to chart a way forward without killing each other. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh yes, massive shout out to anybody who's getting married. Congratulations. Have fun. Enjoy your honeymoon and go to hotels where they sell alcohol.